Okay, hey guys, this is Adrie Thin, your wonderful cute cat girl with pink hair. Yeah. And today is a Should You Play game review, and we're talking about Amnesia Memories, which is an otome game made by Idea Factory and also translated into English and brought overseas by Idea Factory. I think it originally came out in like 2018, something like that. It's been released on like various systems. I know it came on PC on Steam. It's like $10, $5 on sale on Steam. You have no excuse not to pick it up on computer if you want to get it. It also came out on PS Vita, I believe, at one point in the US. That one's probably not cheap just because like limited amount of copies of PS Vita. And then it came out on Nintendo Switch. So on the Switch, you can get it on the eShop when it goes on sale for like, pretty cheap. And you can also get it at EB Games or GameStop. GameStop now. I'm dating myself, aren't I? But yeah, so like I know right now, I think the game new from GameStop is like $25. So that's a sale thing. I guess it's like $50 normal. So you can also find it on Amazon. I usually add stuff like this to my Amazon wish list, and eventually it goes on sale, since I've gotten a lot of my otome games at really good prices on sale through Amazon. It also helps that I play older otome games and not when they first come out, unless I'm like absolutely in love with something. Like I got the Villainous otome game because I read all those books and stuff, so that one I got brand new. And I may get Cupid Parasite Fandus brand new because I just really love Cupid Parasite. But for this, I got for an eShop copy a key from Idea Factory through keymailer. So thank you to Idea Factory and keymailer for giving me a key to this game to review. I have been enjoying myself. Technically, I played the game when it originally came out on PC. It's been a long ass time. There were some things I remembered. There were some things I did not. So I have been enjoying playing through it again. Is this my favorite otome game? No. Amnesia holds a special place in my heart because it was one of the first big ones that really got translated in the US. Like, we got Ukyo like, 5 times or something like that, and then we got Amnesia. So Amnesia, I'll always remember just because it stood out. I do also feel like one time they had it on as an iPhone app at some point. I don't know if that's still around. But Amnesia was kind of one of my first big otome games outside of the Ukyo series, which, they translated like 5 times. So I already did videos on the common route and each male character route. Those go into spoilers territory. The goal is not to go into spoiler territory, just talk about this and how I like it. So overall rating of the game, stuff that's going into it, plotline, music, character designs, art style, so on and so forth. Let's talk about the men. We'll go with the men first, because everyone cares about the men. So, we have galleries, movies, and endings list. The end list is nice, so you can see what endings you need. Every guy has, like, good end, normal end, and then, like, 2 bad ends. The secret route, Ukyo's route, has, like, 7 bad ends. So, this is Shin. He is the Heart World red character. Shin is a childhood friend you grew up with that didn't get stuck in the brother category. He is it's pretty straightforward. He can be like kind of a little mean, like teasing mean a little bit. Like he says you're an idiot, but lovingly. He's younger than you. He very much cares. He does very much make it apparent that he does care about you. But he is on the younger side. I think his character design is actually really nice. I would say he's my I kind of go back between him and Ikki. He's like my 3rd favorite character. Him and Ikki are tied for 3rd. Kin is last. But yeah, this is Shin. He's super sweet. His route feels like it's kind of on the shorter side. But it's still fun and enjoyable, but it feels shorter than the others. I don't know if they actually are. I didn't time how long it took me to finish any of these routes, but it just felt shorter. And, you know, he's sweet and he wants to keep you safe and he wants to figure out how you got hurt because you wake up in the hospital. So like you have an amnesia, it's not a big deal because you woke up in the hospital. So yeah, he's super sweet and he's caring and he wants to figure out what's going on with you. But he can be a little bit of like a teasy mean. So if you don't like that, you're probably not going to like his route. So he can be a little bit of a jerk. And he gets called out on it by a couple others. Like, he can be a little bit of a jerk. He knows it. Then you have the next route, which is Icky. Icky is the blue character. Blue is his theme. And clubs is his world. It's a world of club. Icky comes across as a playboy. He has a fan club. He's in college and he has a fan club. He is pretty much an idol at this point, but not really. But yeah, apparently he has these crazy magic eyes that just like women fall in love with him. Except for you. The eyes don't work so good on you, apparently. So that's really not that big of spoilers. But Icky, he comes across as a playboy, but he's really not. He wants to find true love. You know, he just, you know, realizes that like girls fawn over him and fall for him in seconds. And it kind of really makes his dating life difficult. And like girls are always like, spend time with me, Icky. Don't you love me, Icky? And he's like, okay, sure. So he kind of panders to women a little bit. He doesn't quite stand up for himself enough, I feel like. I feel like he should stand up for himself more and, you know, set more clear boundaries. But it's whatever. So Icky comes across as a playboy, but he's really super sweet and loving and wants true love and wants to spend time with you. And he's actually a decent boyfriend, except for he needs to stand up and set some boundaries with that fan club. The fan club is a recurring problem. They're kind of nutso. Kent. Kent is my least favorite. I don't really like his character design that much. I don't like his outfit. Nah. Green is also not my favorite character. My favorite color. That could be a factor too. So he, you know, likes green clearly. And his world is the world of clubs. He's very smart. He's very book smart. Common sense, not so much. Saying things without offending people, not so good at. So he's very direct. Very, very direct. Very smart. Very direct. He has no idea what he's doing. He has like no experience dating. He's like, I don't know how this works. And he's like best friends with Icky. So he's like, Icky, what? And Icky's like, oh man, you're a dumbass, aren't you? I think Icky secretly enjoys it and is cackling at how Kent is. So Kent is a goober. He's a loving goober though. Like he's kind of sweet, but he's also just like, he doesn't understand anything. He doesn't understand how to talk to a girl. He doesn't understand how to romance a girl. He doesn't understand, like, he's like, this isn't rational. It's like, love's not rational. That's not how this works. Romance is not rational. Dates are not rational. So his route is, you know, I feel like longer than Shin's, probably equal lengths with Icky's. It really comes to be like, it feels like it's really only like Shin's route. That's kind of like the short. None of the other routes felt that short. So again, maybe it's just a me thing. Didn't time it. Don't know. Don't really know if they're shorter or not. But yeah, Kent is also, he is a graduate student. He is older than you because you were like a first year in college. He's a graduate student and he's talking about finishing his thesis and studying abroad. So it's not clear if he's going to like, if he's finished his thesis, then like theoretically he should be finishing his doctorate. So study abroad may be like a postdoc program that he's going to, because a lot of people do that. So that's not really necessarily clarified. But yeah, so the entire time like you're dating, you're also like, he has to like do his thesis and work on this presentation for this postdoc opportunity. Which, to be fair, oh my god, grad school and getting your doctorate, like, really fucking impressive. That's a lot of fucking work. You have no time for anything. So most of the dating is you're kind of just hanging out, doing your own thing, being in the same space in the same room. So not the most romantic route, but he's sweet. He's a goober. You guys figured it out. It's an otome game. You have to fall in love, right? Not like, and you know, the good endings end up with you together. Not like dandelion. Dandelion. Ugh. Okay. So, cute routes. Toma! Toma is another one of your childhood friends. His role kind of changes depending on what route you're playing, but for his route, he's your childhood friend, and he kind of views you as a little sister, and he's like, I'm your big brother, I gotta take care of you and protect you. He also loves you. He very much loves you. He loves you too much. And he is warring with himself, like, no, I can't do that to my little sister. JK, I want to do that. Like, he sees your little sister and he really can't get out of that. Toma is super protective. Very protective. If you're in danger, he goes nuts. So Toma is a yandere. Here's your warning. I'm not going to spoilers. You can find the memes all over the internet. This game is old. But Toma is the yandere, even though he does, I mean, I guess that's the point of a yandere, is they don't necessarily look like it. But Toma is crazy and does some stuff. And, you know, not going to recommend his route. If you have any issues of, like, you know, domestic violence in your past, you are probably not going to enjoy this route. I'm just going to put it that way. So, Thomas very much wants to protect you his way. And he very much loves you. And there's definitely, he has, like, a war within going on whether he should actually date you or not. And that kind of, like, whatever. But the main character is very much like, I love Toma. I just want him to love me and not view me as a little sister no more. I guess that's kind of spoiler, but oh well. So yeah, Toma's sweet. He's gonna take care of you. He has a crazy side, which if you've played any of the other routes, there's sometimes you see some stuff if Toma says some stuff and you're like, This is my second favorite route. Oh, Toma. Oh, Toma. And the last route is Ukyo. This is a secret route, so this is where there are some spoilers in this video. I lied. I was like, oh, it's gonna be spoiler free. I lied. This is a secret route, but this game is old, so, you know. Should have seen by now. He also pops up in all the other routes. Ukyo's crazy. If you play the game, if you know, you know. Ukyo's kind of crazy. He's very sweet. He's very loving. All the guys in this game are very sweet and loving. Like, I mean, Shin's kind of jerky, but they're all like very sweet and loving. They just have like their different little personality quirks. Ukyo's a photographer. He likes to take photos. He takes a photo of you. And he very much loves you from the get-go. It's very obvious that he's in love with you. And he's kind of says stuff and you're like, I don't understand what you're saying, but whatever, we're gonna go on with it. His route is great. It gives the most information about this game and answers all your questions that have not been questioned by the time you get to it. To unlock his route, you do have to finish the other 4 first. So his color is, I guess, like gray? I think it's gray. I don't know. And his world is the Joker world, which again, does not pop up on your options until you do the other 4. This is my favorite route. Mainly because it just goes into so much like lore details and just explains everything that's going on in the game that hasn't been explained at this point. So I really like it. I kind of view this route as like the canon ending, just personally. But again, like, I really like Toma. I'm gonna get the fan disc and I can't wait to see Toma's route on the fan disc. And Ukyo's route on the fan disc. So Ukyo is my favorite. He's kind of a crybaby a little bit. He very much wants to keep you safe. And like tries to help keep you safe and stuff. He's not as overprotective as Toma, but wanted to keep you safe. He's very kind with his words, very gentle, but he does say everything now and then that's like, that's kind of weird. Nothing like inappropriate, just kind of like, that doesn't make sense. Like, are you all there, my dude? That other worlds? What? Which, you know, from the common route, we do know there are multiple worlds, but he's like the one character to mention them. So, and again, he pops up in all the other routes before now. So you've experienced Ukyo by the point that you get here. So, overall character designs, like my favorite character design-wise. Toma, Shin, and Ikki are kind of tied. Ukyo is kind of mixed. I like his outfit better than like Kent. Kent's outfit is just like awful. It's bad. I don't like it. All their outfits amuse me. They kind of remind me of like 2000s Hot Topic, something like that. Hot Topic when I was growing up, which is probably why I like, oh, okay. So their outfits are kind of like not really necessarily doing it for me. The main character, the female main character, her overall character design, I'm kind of like, meh. Like, she's pretty, but not my favorite. I'm a sucker for Cupid Parasite right now. Let's see if we get that one. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, her character design feels like kind of plain compared to all the others. Oh yeah, here's like a special CG you get after you play all the mini games, all the hot guys. Fun fact, I bought Amnesia Special Edition when it came out on the PC. I have a body pillow with this image on it. It's great. It's wonderful. But yeah, there's Toma. So if you take like off their clothes, I love Toma the most, and then Ukyo, and then Shin and Ikki are tied. And Kent's last. I'm not a big fan of Kent's character design and his hairstyle. It's kind of like, whatever. Also, Waka does not have a route. I think everyone is sad about this. Waka should have a route. Let's see. Once you finish, every guy has an end-in video. You know, pretty standard. You have end-in lists for everybody. There are these mini games where you can play rock, paper, scissors or air hockey. You do have to play some of these games to unlock a couple of the CGs. They're really not hard. You have memories. Each guy gets a little memory, and then there's also like little short stories. So short stories are under extra. The difference between short story and the memories is like the short story is a longer. And also when you play through the short story, it doesn't have the character model on the screen. Whereas if you play through the memories, it's a character model on the screen. And that memory does actually occur during the route. It's like a scene that was left out of the route for whatever reason. And the short stories are separate, just more in detail. So I'm just gonna pick a route. These are my saves from doing Ukyo. And I'm just opening a route real quick because I want to talk about the backgrounds. So, I'm not a huge fan of the backgrounds in this game. It's just kind of like, I don't know, plain. I like bright and colorful shit. Like right now, Cupid Parasite is my #1 game because there's color all over the fucking place. The background's popping. So now, a theme in overall, this does fit Amnesia's theme with the character designs and all that. So I wouldn't expect there to be like popping colorful shit in the background. But that does, you know, factor into it to me as I don't like the backgrounds. Music's good though. I don't have any complaints about any of the music. Overall, what do I give Amnesia? I think I said 8 out of 10 overall, I think. I don't know if I said that or not. 8 out of 10. Just because, like, it doesn't have the best story overall. It has an interesting story. It's not the best story I've seen. It's up there. I mean, again, it is an 8 out of 10. It's just not 10 out of 10 for me. And like, I kind of want, I could do some more romance. I use some more romance with the guys. I would like Shin's route to be longer. I would like more fluffy, romantic moments with the guys. Also, like, you don't get to, you know, really understand the female lead because, you know, every route you're waking up and you have amnesia, you don't really know who you are, what your personality is like, so on and so forth. So it's kind of hard to connect with the main character. Sometimes that's good, sometimes bad. You know, the good side of that is it's easier to like self-insert if that's what you want to do. But if you're not interested in self-inserting, that's kind of bad because it's like, I don't know, she's just like, comes across very plain. And you know, as you go through routes, like her personality comes out more, but it's not as apparent as, like, for example, playing through Olympia Soares, playing as Olympia. Her personality is very out there. Playing through Cupid Parasite, Cupid's personality is very much established, and you're going to enjoy it. Again, probably for a lot of people, it may be harder to self-insert in those instances, but I don't really care about that as much. For me personally, I'd rather have a more fully fleshed out MC. So that being said, I have ordered the fan disc, Amnesia, I think it's Crowd X later. I know originally it was 2 fan discs in Japan, and they translated them and did a merged copy starting with PS Vita and then released it on Switch. Got that ordered. I'm really interested to see how the fan disc goes, especially Toma's route, if you know, you know, on Ukyo's route of the fan disc. And sometimes they add route to the fan disc. I don't know, I haven't really looked into the fan disc too much. Can I have a Waka route, please? Waka acts differently in every single route. He still has like the same heart. He's very nice. He's a good manager. But I'm like, can we have a Waka route, please? That would be super nice. Yeah, I'm trying to keep these shorts, this review short as possible. Without going into too many details. If you want more details about routes and talking about the guides and stuff, then, you know, you can always go watch the individual route review videos. Also, I haven't watched it in a long time, but I do remember Amnesia does have an anime. I believe it's like 12 episodes. It's on the older side now. It came out a while ago. I do remember watching it. It's actually really good. I do remember really enjoying the anime after I watched it. So, maybe you have time for 12 episodes of an anime, but maybe not a full otome game. Go watch the anime. Or, you know, to be honest, if you really love the otome game and you haven't watched the anime, go watch the anime. It's good. I really liked it. So, that's it for this. Should you play Amnesia Memories? I do like otome games. If yes, then yes, you should play Amnesia Memories. It's a good, decent title. Should be fairly affordable now. Especially if you get it on Steam, guys. I promise you, like, during the winter sale, it's like down to $5. Okay? Now, when the PC version came out, I remember it supposedly did not do well, which is probably why Idea Factory has never really brought any more games to PC themselves. I think they've just been doing Switch exclusively at this point. So, which is fine. I have a Switch. I'll buy them on Switch. It's fine. But yeah, that's it for this video. Should you play? Yes, you should. And enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever. And I hope to see you at some of my next videos. Okay, bye-bye.